And last question would be to Minister Morris Dixon.
Sure.
Jamaica received a score of 44 out of 100 on the Corruption Perception Index that ranks us 73rd out of 180 countries. What's the government's response to this rating? It's the 6th year in a row we've been rated 44, and what does the government think it can do to increase our rating in the future?
All right, so thank you for that question, and I saw the ranking, as you clearly said, it is the same number as before. But we also have to note that that has been an improvement, and so that has been our highest ranking in history, and that is because of active work of the government. And so, you know, we talk a lot about the Integrity Commission, which is a creature of this administration largely, and every year it's funded. And so we've put in place quite a number of mechanisms in order to be able to be at the ranking we currently are. Would we like to be higher? Absolutely. And I think that you see that kind of openness in our country. You have an Auditor General who has been exploring so many aspects of our work after this emergency. And that has been unfettered. The government has not intervened. The government has been very clear that we are anti-corruption. And so we welcome the ranking again. We've not, you know, reduced in terms of our ranking, in terms of the score that Jamaica has gotten, which is a good thing. But we do want to see that score go higher. And as we continue in terms of our own work and our own legislative work, that is a key component of this administration, and we've never shied away from that. And even things like this, where we're very open, taking your questions on an Auditor General report also signify how important it is for us. Accountability is everything in this administration. Okay.
My follow-up is from the CPI, so I'll just ask before the student,
Okay, sure.
if that's okay. So in addition to the findings, Minister, the CPI index also revealed that for the first time in 10 years, corruption is now at an average 42, that's out of 100. Mm-hmm. The higher the score, the better.
Perception.
Corruption perception, CPI. So I said CPI. Okay. So it's now at 42 out of 100, which is very bad for the first time in a decade. It represents what the Transparency International is calling widespread corruption in the public sector. Do you think it's an indication of what we're seeing in Jamaica? I know it's a global index,
Yeah.
but bring it back home based on the reports that we're seeing, based on the work of the government. What's your reaction to all of that?
I think, you know, it is a global study, and I'd encourage everybody to read the study because it looks at corruption globally, and it raises questions about countries that we sometimes would want to be admiring. And so it's not just a Jamaica situation, and I think we have to look at it very holistically. But I do think in the Jamaican context, I am particularly proud of the administration, and as someone who probably I'm one of the newer ones into politics. When I looked in on the outside, you know, you have all these perceptions, and I come in, and I see how hard it is to do a simple procurement. And I see all the checks and balances that we've put into our system to prevent corruption. Sometimes I feel we've overcompensated. And so it's as if we're treating everybody as if they are criminal. But we have a robust system here, and we should be very proud of that. Now, there's always going to be a delay in terms of perception. That's always going to be a feature. And so we've done a lot of work, and we've seen that work, and it's been real work that has been done in Jamaica. And we know that things are definitely better in terms of accountability, and the accountability systems are strong in this country. Now, are there elements of corruption? Yes. Do you find them? Auditor General or Integrity Commission, whichever one of the many bodies that we have empowered in our country. They will unearth these, and that's a good thing that they can be unearthed. The key thing is that we have a system that has been improved significantly over time. And it's something we should be proud of, but we don't stop there. There's obviously more work to be done, and that work has to be done. And our administration is very clear on the fact that this is important. If you look in our manifesto, you see it in there. You may not see it in others, but you saw it in our manifesto because it was something that we felt, even though we've made strides, there's still more work to be done.